So what we were saying about the difference between hiring an apartment and living in a caravan for the 6 months, you wouldn't get all of that in the apartment.
There's no comparison. Life is wonderful here.
Yeah.
What I think about the apartment is fantastic. But once you shut your front door, you shut everyone out. Here, you're surrounded by friends and always something going on.
Hello.
So hello everyone, and welcome back to this awaited vlog. This is what you've all been waiting for. We are here now at Villasol Camping Resort in Benidorm, and we're going to try and find out what the attraction is.
This is Matt or Mac, and this is Jan.
Hiya.
Yeah. They're both from Bristol as well.
Hey!
Yeah. And they come out here lots of times of the year. How many times a year you come out?
3-4 times whenever we want to.
Whenever we can, now we're retired.
And at the moment, for £8 a flight for EasyJet, you can't
I
really
can't
stay at
believe
home,
that.
We got a flight for £8 going home.
Straight to Alicante,
yeah.
so it's good.
That's all right.
So no driving. Oh, here we go, get ran over. So they've got no driving, they fly straight out here. And the site, Villasol, is near the town of Benidorm.
Yeah, so you're every morning
Yeah.
and do keep fit or do their
What,
swim.
in there?
Some
But it's
residents
cold.
do
I mean, just look at this.
Yeah, because our pool is really cold. We've got a pool on our site, but it is quite cold.
Wow.
So people don't go in it.
Oh, I'll tell you what.
Cool, I could have 6 months of that, no problem.
Oh, I'll tell you, it's lovely. Absolutely superb. That's why we don't go to the beach very often.
You don't need to.
We never do.
No.
I mean, we walk along the beach regular, but to
Yeah.
actually go into the sea, we don't need to.
Oh my goodness. Can you imagine if we were out here for 6 months? We'd be very popular, wouldn't we?
Oh,
We're very brown as well.
absolutely. Suntan.
Look at all the lovely gardens. So this is a view going back.
You like that?
Oh, do you know what? I love swimming. Yeah. Do you know what? I can't tell you how lovely and warm it is. Right, let's touch this. Oh, it's like getting in a bath, isn't it? You could even learn to swim in there.
Yeah, easy.
Couldn't you?
It's not a beach one.
That is lovely. And this is open all year.
Well, they drink it in summer, don't they?
They shut this in the summer.
But then you go in there, it's too hot, isn't
It's
it?
reopened in October, isn't it?
So this is where you all congregate?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Club.
what's this? Karaoke?
Where they have all
They have
sorts of
karaoke,
things.
live
Entertainment here.
Entertainment.
Pitches, and then residential tourers are scattered around, aren't
Yeah.
they?
Predominantly at the back.
What's this one here, for example?
That's a tourer.
Is that just a touring
yeah.
pitch?
Most of these down here are
They're
touring.
really big, aren't
They are big pitches. They do vary, but they are very good sized pitches.
And it doesn't feel like you're crammed
Not at
in,
all.
does it?
No, it's not regimented at all. No, because when we have a party on site, people bring their food up, plates of food, have the food all along here.
What, and they
and
let
we
you bring your
have-
own food?
Our own food, and then we have entertainment up here. We come up at 4 and we're here till midnight.
And it's see, look, there's the stage of it. So are you often appearing on a Friday night, doing a little bit of
We do
meal
have karaoke.
diamonds?
When they got something on
We
or
were
a party.
saying about the difference between hiring an apartment and living in a caravan for the 6 months. You wouldn't get all of that in the
You wouldn't get-
apartment.
There's no comparison. Life is wonderful here.
Yeah.
What I think about the apartment is fantastic. But once you shut your front door, you shut everyone out. Here, you're surrounded
There's
by
always
friends
something
and
to
always
do.
something going on.
Do you know what? I quite like that, Marcus.
It's a community feel though, isn't it, of being on a campsite?
Spanish lessons, is that all free?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aqua gym. I don't know if you can see this. Morning exercise. Oh, look at this. I don't know if you can see any of this. But we've got aqua gym, morning exercise. Andrea's line dancing.
And recently, at Christmas time, some of our friends here organised a carols night, Christmas carols.
Yeah.
And they raised over €500 for underprivileged children here in Benidorm, which was great.
Brilliant. Knitting and natter.
Knitting and natter. Lots
Jive
going on.
classes. And I just can't believe it's all free.
You can see up there they've got the Aqualandia, the water park.
So you've got your water park.
That's just up
Do you
there.
know we would be popular, wouldn't we?
So there are cabins and the bungalows. The bungalows are down by us that we saw. Which
All the posh ones.
Yeah, they're very nice. And these are equally as nice. These are the ones they had first. I think they're one bedroomed, self-contained.
We can't obviously get in and show you.
In the summer.
They're very well maintained,
Yeah,
aren't
they are
they?
very
People are
well
asking, what happens if you have neighbours from hell? Oh, have you ever experienced somebody?
Fortunately, we've never had that situation. But again, it's no different than having a neighbour from their own. You'll have to just deal with
And
the
you can't
situation.
move then, can you?
Can't move,
Not
but
so-
the
not so
office,
easily.
The office are very
The
good
mi-
in
yeah.
sorting out any problems. So if you go down and see them, if there's a genuine reason that you've got a complaint, then they will go and see that individual. And make
Have
sure
you, if you have newcomers come in, you're all very welcoming, and if some
Absolutely.
people don't want to join in the activities,
We-
you don't all.
We had an unfortunate incident last week where people turned up on site, and unfortunately on their journey down, they'd been broken into,
Oh snap!
and
Calais.
everything was taken. Everything
no,
was
we
taken,
didn't have that.
and the whole of the row rallied round. They come and met us at the club. We took them at the club, and
Yeah.
you know, but everybody offered a fire here, some clothes if they needed it.
Yeah.
So I think that's the opposite here. That's my personal
Yeah.
experience.
So it could be other campsites like that.
but
And
certainly not here.
Yeah.
Motorhomes and caravans outside queuing to get in here.
wow. So that just goes to show how popular
Yeah,
this
very
lifestyle
popular.
and
Yeah.
this campsite is. I mean, I'm really impressed
very,
actually.
very
I mean, if I scan this round now, there is absolutely nothing tacky, seedy about this at all.
Unfortunately,
No,
the
it's
Brits, bargain Brits abroad, they portrayed it as a tacky, horrible sight.
They've done it to get viewings, really, haven't
Yeah,
they, at the
they
end of
showed
the
all
day.
the
They've
bad
not
bit.
shown the real thing, which is what we're trying to do
It's a
here.
fun place to be.
Oh,
Our
yeah.
social life has gone through the roof since we retired and came here.
So
Absolutely
you could have
wonderful.
had a choice of sat in your house in Bristol,
Could, which
just
I love.
talking to Mac. Oh.
And these are the bungalows, or the bungalows.
But the thing is, in winter as well, at home, people tend to shut their doors and they don't come out in the winter, do they? Because
That's
I mean,
right.
now we're in
Yeah, it's not-
January.
that's not.
This is January, and look at it.
Well, if you'd have come down here yesterday, all these wrote somebody then.
Now these are the lodges, and these are the ones that I was saying to you. In May, you can get 4 people for 10 days for around £700,
Yeah.
which isn't
I
bad.
think it
is
varies
it?
depending on the
Time of
the
year, yeah.
So it does vary from different, say July, August is quite expensive.
Oh, I'd imagine it triples
know,
then.
There are these, and then
Now,
they've built new ones.
unfortunately, this site doesn't allow dogs, does it?
No.
So for us, it wouldn't be suitable at the moment. And you know, it's fair enough. I think when summer goes, we're not getting another dog, and you know, we probably would consider this, wouldn't we?
We would, yeah.
You know, each to their own at the end of the day, isn't it? And I think, like, did you say you had been dog owners?
Years
we have in
ago,
the past,
always,
yeah.
yeah.
So you've gone from having a dog to not having a dog, and this
Yeah.
suits you now, doesn't
Suits
it?
us.
So this is is it a standard awning, or is it a
Well,
what sort of
one
awning?
would recommend you buy them in Spain. Because
What's
they are
that?
a different material than you would buy a awning at home.
Okay, oh
Awnings at home are
interesting.
more like canvas,
Yeah, because ours
and
these
the
are really
sun-
thick.
the sun would kill them.
Yeah.
So these are, I think they're average on about 5 years old. They should last 5 years old. But then
Yeah.
that's why we put these up above us to help protect it.
And the
So-
sunshade you can see, because you definitely need that, don't you?
Definitely need it
Oh,
in
you
summer.
certainly do.
Right, let's go on in.
And this is
Prepared.
the inside of the awning.
If you'd like to.
These up.
I could do the little tour. Now, if you look at the ceiling, this is insulated and covered in a cotton.
Which a lady makes on site, I think you
Yeah,
said.
they call it heaven,
Here you've got your sofa,
which is also a double bed settee.
a double bed settee for when you're very this, look at this.
Yeah.
This is the piece de resistance,
A proper kitchen
a proper kitchen.
and
Yeah.
oven and fridge.
fridge freezer, microwave, you name it.
And a proper floor,
Yeah.
which is built on a frame structure, and then you put your...
Insulation in and then the flooring on top.
But it feels, and if you can see all the fancy curtains, this what's amazing. This is what Anne and Rich have done in theirs, isn't it? I'm just going to be nosy now. There we go. So you just put it on a hook.
Yeah. Like,
We've got
bit
some of those
old-fashioned.
curtains. No, but it works, doesn't it? Who cares?
There's the temperature there, look.
There's the
26,
temperature.
26.
26 degrees in here
Here
today,
it is.
and it's January the 18th. 25 to 3. But now what you'll notice here is there's no actual wash up basin because you haven't got
Wash up is there.
just wash up is there.
That one at the end of the road.
And there's no plumbing or water anyway here in these pictures,
No.
but you don't need
Don't
it,
need
do
it.
you
Don't need
really?
it at all.
So all we do is as we use our crockery, we put it into a bowl,
Yeah.
and then every now and again we just take it to the wash up. The bowl is in a cupboard, so
You would think you were in a room, wouldn't you? It doesn't feel like an awning. I've got a fancy old light there, look.
Oh, of course.
Oh,
All
here we
works.
go. Doo-doo!
And outside as well. I put lights outside as well. Outside lights for an evening.
Bit posh you, aren't you?
Of course.
Can I go in here?
You may, yes.
Now this is a hobby. Do we know?
VIP 695.
And how wide are these hobbies? Because
I'm not quite sure, but they are
this
wider
feels
than
as
the
big as
British one.
Anne's, doesn't
Yeah,
it? Her
they're
fence.
wider.
And it's got a fence.
Yeah.
All your cupboards. Posh old light there, look.
Oh yeah, when you go light on.
What
yeah.
year is this
I
one?
was just going to say that.
Well, he's just over 3 years old now.
3 years old.
Yeah.
And because they do not cook in the kitchen, they've got a protector. They've never used this, and they've never used the oven
Never
because
need
there's
to.
no need. You've got one out there.
Yeah.
Okay, this is converts into a bed as well. And there is the beer.
There's the beer.
Hang on.
Oh god.
Hey,
This
he's got to
converts
show his
into a
fridge.
bed.
There's his fridge.
Oh, look at that. Not drink too much when you're out here because
No.
everything is so cheap, isn't it, in terms
No,
of alcohol?
but
Do you
we-
not turn into alkies?
It looks like a lot, but it's because we drink communally. So when somebody
Okay.
comes around, we might have like 7 or 8 people here.
Yeah.
So we got drinks of our choice. And vice versa, all these other people are much the same.
Here, don't
sometimes-
you think you're using that as an excuse? Drinks of
communal.
everybody's
We sometimes
choice.
got a job to get out the front door because our friends might be out there having a little do and you got to go. And they say, no, come and have a drink first, you know, so
You can't
it's
do
very
it.
social. It's a
So
little-
every time you want to go to the shop, it takes 2 hours.
But that's the nice part because it's very social
Yeah.
and people are there for everybody. So again, you got this community which we
Yeah.
won't get at home this time of year.
Not at all. Not
You know,
at all.
because this time of year you would be really, well, I mean, apart from if you're going to work, which we don't know do. You
Just
wouldn't
tell
see
me what your
anybody.
tell me what your job was again.
Well, I was in the L service for 37 years,
Yeah.
but then when I retired, I went working for a graphics company.
Yeah.
Just until the wife retired.
And what did you do?
I was a nurse for 40 years, yeah.
And you're both retired now.
Both retired.
and you live on your pensions.
We do, and we love it.
And you
It's,
don't claim benefit at all, do
not
you?
one.
So
No.
for that,
And it's the best thing we could have ever done.
yeah,
Wonderful.
I can totally
Yeah.
agree. Totally agree. And this is the bedroom. And there's a toilet and shower somewhere. But I don't
Yeah,
know.
right behind side you. Look, by the side you.
And then this shuts off, doesn't
That's
it?
a
But you
wardrobe.
don't use your toilet and shower, do
No,
you?
we do.
Only of a night.
Yes.
Oh, actually, that's not bad, is it? I can see why you don't use the shower, though. Because
Yeah,
the shower's
'cause-
there, isn't
Yeah,
it?
just a bit all wet.
So
isn't
the
it?
whole lot.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I've
I've
never been in a hobby, and it's
Yeah.
lovely.
Wider, isn't it?
Wide, yeah.
It does make you think, because we were thinking, weren't we, about you know, putting our van down in Spain, weren't we? Maybe eventually, but to be honest, I don't think it's adequate for living in.
No, I would have to buy something 8 foot wide at least.
It's not. It wouldn't. Well, you could live with it, but it's better with all this space, isn't
It's like
it?
that there. You say it's a double bed, but it's the whole lot is the bed.
King-size bed.
Yeah.
So it's like king size. So if you had kids, you could get 2 or 3 in there. You wouldn't just need 2.
No.
You know, you could get as long as you didn't fight.
And how many grandchildren have you got?
5.
Oh,
There.
5.
So they'd fit comfortably on there.
Oh yeah.
No, one's 21 and the
Oh,
youngest
maybe
is
not then.
4. Yeah.
You could put the 21 out here, 21-year-old out.
Right, so we're just discussing about coaches in transport over here. So if you caught a flight over here, they start from about €8. There's a bus service which runs.
Can we just repeat that? €8.
€8
From Bristol
from Bristol
to Alicante.
to Alicante.
€8. How much does it cost us in fuel to get here?
Or around about £400 or £500
Plus the ferry crossing.
plus the ferry crossing. So it's a no-brainer. If you've got a caravan out here, you would fly, and if you want to get around, get a motorbike.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And the buses, you were saying as well.
When you arrive at Alicante, just outside the departures lounge is the main strip where the taxis and buses drop you off. You will find a bus stop there called Alsa Bus.
Yeah.
Now that is the equivalent of National Express in England.
And how much is it to get from there
Now,
to here?
What you do is you go to there, the bus runs on the hour, there's a lady or a person outside that got a ticket machine, so you don't have to, you have to buy the ticket prior, and that is €9. And that is a direct delivery into Benidorm. It doesn't stop at any other hotels, so it's a 40-minute trip straight into Benidorm.
€9.
And
That's
that's
crazy.
from door to door, really.
And how much it's cost that from Bristol to Bristol Airport, doesn't it?
Absolutely. Yeah.
It's just
Well,
ridiculous.
30 quid, isn't it?
And I think you said, didn't you, wherever you go on the bus here, it's €1.50.
€1.50.
Yes.
So I mean, you know, we got a tram service. Again, it's very reasonable. Even from here to Alicante on the tram was €7.
Yeah,
Was that
really
return?
reasonable. I
That
can't,
wasn't
I
return,
can't
was
remember,
it?
but it was very cheap.
Which also goes through the Carpi, etc. So it carries on. It's meant to go to Denia, but I think to get to Denia, you've got to change somewhere.
And how much is it on a bus into Bristol? From Bradley Stoke into Bristol? It must be,
Or about £5 at least.
what, £5,
Yeah.
£6 return?
Yeah. Easy. It
Oh
costs us
my
that.
God. So
And
if you're on the limited income,
Yeah.
Benidorm
And our bus,
is
our bus service in Bristol is
Isn't
rubbish, isn't
it?
it?
Benidorm's
Where we
definitely the place to be. Our site fees work out on average about €12 a night, 12 to €13 a night, which works out about £11 a night, 365 days of the year, on this residency pitch.
which you do need a
And
residential.
plus
Yes.
electric as well.
Yeah. And electric is 41 cents a unit, and on average we use 3 to 4 units a day.
So working out about 40 £30, £40
yeah,
a month.
euros a month on average, yeah.
Which is really good, isn't it? It's so good. But obviously then you've got the initial outlay of your unit,
Yeah.
which is
Yeah.
roughly,
Which we were very fortunate. We had a very good deal. We put this one as just a brand new caravan and a brand new awning, and it only worked out £16,000. And then you have a transfer fee on site, which is €2,000 to €3,000,
Well, it's 2,000 when we did.
which you have to pay to the site fee, the
Yeah.
site. So
and that was every plate,
That's
every
everything-
spoon, every
everything was
chair,
left here.
every...
the settee is ours and the television is ours,
It's all ours, but that's we bought.
but
set
everything
ourselves
was
up.
here.
You
when
could
we
move
arrived.
in and get living,
Yeah.
quite
We
honestly.
put the heavens in, but
Yeah.
otherwise
You've tweaked it.
we've tweaked it.
So that's really good,
But
isn't
when
it?
you're buying, it can vary in prices around the site.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I think we were fortunate when we bought this one because you can buy a lot of more older vans that've been modernised in their own ways,
Yeah.
as opposed to the way we got ours set up. So you need to look at the price, you need to look at the age of the van. So if you're buying an older van, you do need to make sure that you look underneath and make sure that
It's
the
roadworthy.
floors- the
Yeah.
floors-
Roadworthy if
Yeah,
you
the
need to
floors
move
and
it,
all that
yeah.
are good, but normally they are kept up together.
Look on the website, there is a Benidorm Caravan website which identifies all the campsites in Benidorm and all the residential caravans for sale. So there's a website that you can go on.
Yeah. It's just, it's really good, isn't it?
Yeah, it gives you food for thought.
It's all very reasonable.
Very, very reasonable. The drinks are very reasonable.
That's cheaper than consume.
Bread 2 or 3 times a
Some
day.
get 135,
Yeah.
I thought it
140
was-
in consume.
I thought it was
Oh yeah,
€1
€1 in Mazimas.
€1.45 for a bottle of beer.
And hot bread 2 or 3
Fresh
times
bread.
a day.
Hot bread.
Got our own oven.
Gosh, look at this. Oh, they've got tea at Anna. Here we go. Litre of wine, €1.55.
That's Don Simeon as well. Simeon. Yeah, you see his place,
It's a
isn't it?
nice little selection, isn't it?
Yeah.
You've got a lot here. No wonder you've got your fridge stocked up. Lynne and Mick. Now they've been here since 2005.
14.
2014. Chat to them as well about life on a campsite in Spain. So let's just quickly show you around their little home. So you will see that all the pitches are very, very big. Now there is no super pitch, no standard pitch. There we go, there's one there. What made you decide to come to Benidorm? What was it about Benidorm that you thought, we'll come here and not go to...
Not necessarily Benidorm, Spain.
Spain.
Sun chasing, basically. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say, because we went backwards and forwards from Marbella.
Yeah.
From Marbella to Costa Blanca, which is where Benidorm is. We found that over the period of time that when we decided to settle anywhere, where would we like it best?
Yeah.
Benidorm has got everything for everybody if you want it.
Yeah.
You with me? So what I'm saying is, it's not there. Well, it is there all the time if you want it to be, but you can step back from it. It's like when back at home, you might have some sort of a fate, a gone thing or whatever, but you don't go to them because they're there every time.
Yeah.
So with it being there all the while, you don't want it. Well, you don't
No,
need
that
it.
makes sense.
If you come out for a couple of weeks, you want to do everything.
Yeah.
But when you're here for a length of time, you can take your time what you want to do when you want to do.
And you've got everything on site anyway, haven't you?
More or less.
Yeah. Shower
Nice little
baths.
swimming pool.
That
Yeah.
swimming pool is amazing.
Yeah. You've been up to that area, it's probably got one of the best sort of views, ambience, just to sit there and just look over the Benidorm skyline. At night time when the temperature's quite good, it's even better. Sunsets, everything, because it all sets over that side, you see.
Yeah, the view from the pool at the restaurant is stunning, isn't it?
Yeah.
Really,
It
really
might not be
nice.
everybody's cup of tea, but as I said, you know, you've got to have an income to support yourself down here.
Yeah.
of some
None of
sort.
this benefits.
No benefits down here.
Oh, absolutely. No.
No, it's all paid for and earned for.
Yeah, absolutely. And you've worked all your life, why should you not enjoy it?
It is a big decision for a lot of people to give up a house.
Yeah. We know, we haven't done it yet.
The fact is this, you know that when you get rid of bricks and mortar, whatever you buy, if it's got wheels, I shan't mention anything else, if it's got wheels, it's going to cost you.
Yeah, tax,
You're gonna
insurance,
lose,
yeah.
you're going to lose the value and you know the depreciation of things like that. So buy good the first time and
Yeah.
sit on it.
Yeah.
We have a very good sort of van here for hobby. It's
They are good. They're so big, aren't they, and
they are
roomy?
big van.
German.
And then
Yes.
quality built as well, aren't they?
Well, you need the space.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
need the space because you've got to put storage somewhere along the line.
To be fair though, we've sat out here and said, why have we bought such a big van? And the reason we bought the big van was for the space outside.
Yeah.
Because awnings fit vans.
So you don't
Yeah.
regret this at all?
Not one iota.
No.
I love what we've done, from buying the motorhome to selling and buying the caravan. We haven't regretted one
No.
day of it.
It's just, are you converted?
Yes,
Would you like to do this when you're older?
yes I would.
Would you?
As long as Brexit allows us.
Yes.
Well, Brexit is a
that's
big
the unknown.
issue.
That's the unknown.
That's the unknown.
We don't know that. We won't bring politics into this.
No, no, absolutely.
But we'll, like, what was the saying you said, Lynn? We'll cross that bridge when
we
it comes to
us.
it.
Yeah.
So, one of our subscribers has asked about medical care. How do you go about that?
Well,
We aren't on holiday in Benidorm. We are here. This is our lifestyle. We have private medical, Spanish private medical.
Right.
So we
It
don't have a
covers-
problem. If we get an issue with our health, we have a private hospital right across the road from us.
Mm.
So
it is.
I don't know how Mac and Jan do it, because it's.
You said you had
we have a medical insurance from home. That
Yeah.
covers us
Covers
for
around,
everything.
Yeah.
We're the opposite way round.
You've got the Spanish one.
The Spanish one, obviously. Medical anywhere is not cheap. You
Yeah.
have to budget for this, and it can be as much as €2,500 a year. For two.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I'm over a certain age.
80.
You're not getting another beer now?
No, I have a certain
Knows
amount
where
of
they
loading
are,
because
that's
of
the
my
problem.
age.
Yeah.
But anything that, well, we really haven't been that ill in the 4 years that we've been here, but we have gone through the medicals,
Yeah.
you know, via the. I
We've
think
had
it's
an
very
MOT.
thorough. MOT.
I'll say you
Yeah.
get a right MOT, don't you?
Whereas
for your
mine
medical.
is under £300.
Is
for a
it?
year. with the bank, and that's with a medical condition.
And that covers you in Spain?
It covers me, and it covers me to repatriation, everything.
That's good, isn't it?
So I wouldn't come away without medical insurance. It's a good health system here,
Yeah.
and I've got every confidence in that, but I just feel more comfortable coming with full insurance from England.
Yeah. What about dental, or do you not bother with that?
No,
Yeah.
part of our private medical covers us for some of our dental costs anyway,
Yeah.
so that's not an issue.
But
Yeah.
that is also a bit like the UK. You've
Yeah.
got the NHS version, you've also got what they call the private ones. But they still cost you.
It's all money, yeah.
It's all money, and if you want to look after yourself, you've got to pay it, haven't you, at the end of the day?
That's true enough.
And our
Yeah.
dental cover at home covers us for out here as well.
Okay. So do you think it's cheaper to live out, if you've got a better lifestyle living in Spain than if you were at home retired?
We would find, we sat and discussed this, we would find this a little difficult, even on 2 pensions back in the UK,
Yeah.
to really be comfortable.
Mm.
We're comfortable here on what we earn.
Well, what else do you
Thank you
need?
ever
The
so
ball
much,
and
all of
you.
you.
Really, really appreciate this.
That's okay.
Steve and Marie Grange from Manchester. Steve, it's about time you started planning and getting Marie to Spain in your caravan. Do the seasonal pitch thing, but come on, get out here, look at this. What are you waiting for? Adios, amigos.